Hey, this is Mountain Ghost 5x6. Okay, check it out. Well, I want to talk to you about something that a lot of people like to go and they like to purchase quote unquote survival kits online or at stores. And I've actually been on a kick lately after one of my friends had actually said, "Hey, could you do a small video on that little survival kit that you carry with you? You know, because I'm not there to see what you carry and all that." So I was like, "Oh, okay, shoot, why not?" Because I saw some reviews last night and on YouTube that I was like, "Wow, some of these kits are abysmal." Like the Ultimate Survival Technologies, the Coleman tins, their med kits were rudimentary, and their survival kits were jocumentary. So what I like to do is try to get out of calling these particular smaller kits survival kits. I like to call them resource kits. In my opinion, okay, this is my opinion. A survival kit should facilitate your absolute survival for a certain duration with the least amount of calories and energy expended. So you should have things that ultimately you don't have to forge, you don't have to improvise, you don't have to make. It should be there and readily available for you to use without having to say, "Hey, I don't want to have to kill a bear and sew up a sleeping bag out of its hide or make my own clothes." That would be a survival kit as far as I'm concerned that would give you the necessary means to do that. The smaller kits and stuff in general, I would say, are resources. They're nothing more than supplementary resources to the skills that you already have. If you're a downed pilot in a combat zone, you've probably already had some amount of SEER training or survival training, and you've got just a bare amount of resources on your person to survive. Not well, that I would say either, but to survive. You are going to expend the most amount of calories and energy using those particular things because the simple fact is they don't facilitate the spectrum of immediate need. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, I ain't doing this damn video over again. So anyways, what I want to get into is what I built and what I carry as my resource kit. And it's not going to be all full encompassing. It's because I built it for specific needs in my area, in my location. There are some things missing in this kit, I will tell you that. So if you go through and like, he doesn't have this, I'll address those. But anything I didn't address, please leave it in the troll box below and kind of come up with some ideas, because I can't always, think of everything that I need at one point in time. And I've used and taken things out of here. Okay, so let's dig into this. This is a Colgan's Trek 1. It's an old medical kit. It was basically something I got at Walmart, and I needed to get some basic medical supplies to start rebuilding some kits and stuff like that. But now I repurposed it because it fits in a pocket on my multicams that really, I like it. This used to be in a vacuum sealed bag. It was all sealed and nice and snug in there. But as you can see, it no longer is. I've used stuff out of this. So I actually do use this kit from time to time just for training and for supplement my own stupidity for leaving something at home that I should have took with me. So let's dig in. I'll talk about the kit real quick. This is a cheap nylon. It's not very well made. It has belt loops in the back. I wouldn't trust those belt loops at all. I just wouldn't trust them. I mean, I'd tear it off just thinking about using the kit. So right here is some repurposed line that I got out of a U.S. Air Force survival fishing kit, and it's pretty tough stuff. I need more line in this kit. I'll admit that I need more line. Like I said, I'd use some of this line for another reason at one point in time. I have a small button light, which I think lights are really important. Now remember, you have EDC on you too, so you're probably going to have flashlights and knives and stuff. But this is a supplement, as I said. But yeah, I like to put these little stupid cheap lights in here, because what use is a light? What use is a kit if you can't see it in the dark? And that's one of the things that I like to address about these kits. They're very small, and you should be able to use your kit in any weather condition at any time of the day and any terrain. So if you're freezing, I'm sitting here like this and I can't get into this. It's really kind of a useless kit. This right here is a LED light that I tore out of one of those. I think we all get these things, those stupid, here you go, press this little button, and you will find, I dropped that battery. See? Point exactly. I'm in really good weather conditions in my home. Actually, it's quite warm in here. And I just dropped this battery. What if I was freezing at night and I needed this little improvised light that I made? This is more of just something I threw in here because I thought I was clever and the light was kind of cool. So whatever. It didn't take up a lot of room. But here, oh, that's pathetic. These batteries are almost dead. But here, even in the dark, kind of useless. I see it. But it looked good in the dark when I used it, so whatever. Okay. I got char cloth right here with some jute twine for tinder. I got matches and a malt straw that I've heat sealed on both sides to make them water resistant or waterproof. But as you can see, I have no, I'm going to have to figure out a way of attaching some kind of a striker on the outside of that. Because you don't want to put the striker in here, because if somehow it starts to do like that, you got yourself a miniature bomb. I've actually seen that happen with cheaper, quote-unquote, survival kits. People would pack them wrong, and then they would just... a whistle, Ultimate Survival Technologies. It's pretty cheap, but it'll make noise, and you won't have to stand there yelling. And your whistle's going to travel louder than your voice. So I'm going to kind of blow this in the background. So you've got that option for signaling. Okay, more fire. I have Tinder Quick, storm-resistant matches, and I have U.S. Army MRE accessory packet matches. I really like those matches, by the way. Those are pretty good. All the ever said tried and true lighter. Don't really need to go into that because it's a lighter. I got safety pins, a razor blade in here. You can see right there, one-sided, and I have a scalpel blade. Right here, my emergency survival blanket. Now, a lot of people say that these are garbage and they're useless. Well, it's science. If you know how to use them and you understand science and thermal transfer and all the other good things that go along with heat exchange, these actually do work. They do work. It's not like you're going to wrap yourself around a 5-star hotel or have the hotel wrap around you. It's not going to do that, but it's going to keep your body temperature from dropping to a dangerous level where you possibly could freeze to death. Like I said, science. It's an amazing thing. The other thing about these, once this is out of the bag, it's like a genie. It's never going back in. Yeah. I mean, you might as well just wear this like a prom dress or something because it's never going back in there, and it's really loud. So if you're doing some kind of stealth operations or anything like that, I wouldn't suggest necessarily one of these. But I mean, that's each their own. But I carry this with me, and I've actually used those in the past. Not that particular one, as you can tell, because it's still in the package. The beacon, the torch, you can use that for signaling. It's pretty bright, actually. So I would give it, you could probably put it on the end of this line right here. This line right here. And you could swing it with a small weight on it. Or maybe I'm talking on my ass and you can't see it at all. I haven't tried it. So tin foil. Now, one of the water purification bags, or I just call them water purification bags, just a bag to carry water in. I don't know how many liters this is per se, but you can do your water purification, stuff like that, and have a fresh supply of water to get you through those hard times when you've either done something stupid or the world's done something bad to you. Hot hands, I don't know if this is any good anymore. I probably need to replace it. I used to have 2 of them in here. I used one. You can put those next to the service arteries in conjunction with this survival blanket, and you can stay warm. I've actually used these for hypothermic patients in search and rescue situations during the winter up in Colorado. So these conjunction, bigger ones, but you get the point. So that's a good thing to have in there. Where I live, not necessarily necessary, but we do have higher elevations, and it could come in handy. Okay, I got a Fresnel lens. Everybody knows what that is. If you don't, it's just a small plastic magnifier to start fires with. And do I have anything else in here? No. No, there it is. There it is. I was looking for my nubbin, my pencil nubbin. right here I got a pencil. Now, I usually carry a couple of sheets of Write in the Rain with my pencil nubbin, but I use those. So, and it's really good to have some sheets of paper and a pencil and your resource kit to write your last will and testament when this kit doesn't save you. So you can just take this, you can take these pins, pin the note there, and tell everybody you're sorry for all the bad things you did in life. You should have made a better resource kit because you didn't make it. I'm just messing with you. Have the necessary skills and the confidence to go out there and survive in situations. Train at home, so you don't have to train during the actual event. This isn't going to get you. This isn't going to, you're not going to walk out of your survival situation pristine and all that, and healthy and having a fat belly after 3 weeks. And you got to really have skills. You got to keep your mindset straight, and you got to keep that survival mentality, because this is just a resource to add to it. And hopefully you carry some decent EDC. The thing that's missing for this kit is the water for purifications for this particular bag, and I use those in another facet of doing some training and stuff like that. So I do use this kit. I do use stuff out of this kit. It's not something I just carry with me and, I haven't gone into this kit in a couple of weeks, and I'm getting ready to go, hopefully maybe do a few things here when the weather gets cooler. So I'm going through all my stuff and reevaluating what I need and what I don't need for my particular the situation that I'm going to go into. And I thought I'd do a review since my friend asked about this and kind of give an overview of a basic resource kit. On my gear, I carry an E&E kit, which is very comprehensive, and I've tested it many a times just in the field in testing, and I found that most, if not every one of those components fit my need for an actual survival kit. So this is just something that I carry on me in addition to my EDC and other gear. But honestly, would you rather have this than nothing at all? If you're that good and you can actually go out there and you can survive with nothing at all, man, I really wouldn't mind having you on my team, because I'll tell you what, we need more people like that. So, yeah, I'm still a little disappointed in the batteries in this little guy, because I really thought, hell with it. I thought I was being clever making this little thing, but whatever. So, yeah, that's it. That's what I carry in my resource kit. I do need to add a few things to it, and I'm going to try to evolve this a little bit different. So I hope you enjoyed the review of my resource kit, and you know who I'm talking to. I showed you the kit. So there you go. Okay, Mountain Ghost 556, out.